All right, so we got a few little projects going on right now. So this is going to the cattle trailer for the cab over the cattle truck or whatever. This is for the cattle trailer. It was a very, very bad deal, and I'm glad that we got something new and we got a really good welder. So he made this all up for us. Let me tell you, this sucker right here is heavy. I helped him flip this thing over when it was just these bars and those bars and these right here. These little support beams right there. This thing was heavy. And then he tried to flip it over again after he got done with it. And then we was like, no, 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 no. This thing's way too heavy. So this is a real deal. This thing is like, it's pretty good. It's pretty solid. So when Nate gets here, he's going to be sanding this down, and then we're just going to throw a thing of rattle can on it, like black paint. And then while he's doing that, I am going to lift up this head right here, clean it off. We're supposed to be getting head bolts today, so cleaning it off, stick the head back on it, and then maybe we'll get to the point where we're going to be washing this thing off. We don't really know that yet, but we got intake gaskets, exhaust gaskets, everything we need. I'll show you this over here. It's a little chilly outside. So here is the gasket set. It's got everything we need. Head gasket, even thermostats, football gasket, little O-ring. I don't really know exactly what that's for, but intake, got that little cap, got the turbo, literally everything we need. So I am going to stick that beloved thing together. It's gonna be sweet, guys. So let's see here, let's take this thing right here and then jack this little thing up right here with our beloved little jack handle. Raise her up a little bit. Hey guys, I am going to get a phone stand soon. I'll say probably tomorrow. So when my videos, they're not as all over the place, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm not yanking the phone around. So, and then I can actually video some of the work I'm doing, finally. So I'm excited about that. Come on there. Ooh, that little turd. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Now we can jack it up. Make sure it's locked. Now what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to zip this intake off, and then I'm going to turn the head around so I can put it at an angle so I can clean the sides, because there is no sensors over here. It's just the intake that's the biggest deal. On this side you got like a temp switch, and there should be another plug on it too, but it would even lean over better just because of where this thermostat bracket is, or where the thermostat goes onto the head. It looks a little off. So this is flat. I'll be able to angle it, get to everything, clean it all up. Look at all that gunk. And then we're going to spray it off with a water hose, check all the valves, like put some diesel in the exhaust ports and the intake ports and see if any of the valves are leaking. And I mean, they're probably not leaking, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. I mean, it's going to take like 10 minutes to check, so I'd rather check it than stick the head on this thing, and then when we get it inside of a truck, have to take the whole, or not the whole, but have to take the head off inside of the truck. If any of you guys have took one of these heads off the side of a truck, it is a lot easier to take off when it is not in the truck, which, I mean, that's basically anything you take apart. Like, you can get around it and everything, but I'm grabbing impact real quick. These right here should be 15s. Let's start taking her apart. All right, I'll zip this thing off. Battery's dead. Let's change this real quick. looks like I'm gonna have to go to a bigger gun. Why is that already at 2 bars? This thing was literally uncharged. Oh, there it goes. Oops. Now let's bring out the big boy. Got a big old 1/2 inch gun. Oh, slipped off. Now they're coming out. All right, there we go. Got the intake off. I had to use 2 hands. This is exactly what I mean about the phone stand, but there she is. Here's all the bolts. It's pretty self-explanatory. The short bolts go in the short holes, and the long bolts go up here, and another short bolt. It's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory, like I said. Now see how there's nothing over here? I can take that head and I can put it on its side and move this little gasket set real quick and put it right here. So I got a whole table. Everything's cleared off, and I'll be able to work on it, and it'll be nice and clean. This table's clean. Ain't no dirt on it. I cleaned it off. See? No dirt. Just old speck. It's clean. All right, guys. This table is spotless, all right? Come on. Believe in me a little. Oh, yeah. Look at all these nice little gaskets. You know what you do with these things? Take them and throw. Ooh, I can't believe I made that in that bucket. How cool am I? All right, so I'm just gonna take a brush, clean this up really good so you guys see it before. Like I said, I can't hold my phone. So this is a before. Right there is going to look good. All right, now that looks a lot better. What do you think, guys? Woo! That looks a lot better in my opinion. A lot better. But we're going to be painting this, so don't worry about it too much. I just wanted to knock off all the rust, get all these big parts of grit and everything. So that side there is clean. Because this right here is where that football gasket sits. As you can see, the little blue mark, that's where it seals. So clean that really good, like extremely good. And even when this head goes on, this right here has got to be spotless. I mean, it might not have to be exactly spotless, but you really want to make sure this thing is spotless, because if this don't seal, you're going to leak oil everywhere, because there's literally an oil port right here. You know what I mean? Like, you do not want oil going through here, because then you're going to have oil just draining, and then you're going to have to, it's just a bunch of bull. But I got the front end cleaned. Now I'm going to take the cherry picker and lift it up, and I'm going to clean the back of it, clean the top of it, get all that rust and stuff off, then clean the thermostat, little mounts or whatever you want to call them, clean the exhaust, and then I think that should be it. I'll probably get the forklift in here and then take it out there to the water hose and spray it off really good. And then check these.
Because we don't know the terminology for
like
put like a football gasket. That's not what that's called.
It is what it's called.
I mean, that's what we call it. I'm sure it's got.
I swear it's got to be called a football gasket. But anyway, people comment on my videos and every time you're like, this is called that.
Yeah.
Like I joked on Bob's truck, because when I was like 10, I changed the oil in Cody's Duramax. And you know, as soon as you get underneath there, you can see that the tranny filter. I wasn't paying attention, so I drained both of them. So when I crawled underneath Bob's truck, I was like, all right, there's the oil filter, there's the oil plug. And then like, there was like 3 people that commented. They were like, you're an idiot. And I was like, it's all jokes. Jesus, calm down. It's hilarious. We're going to get this thing prepped and painted. And then I'm kind of excited to see what this thing's going to look like. Look what this got done. Look at that. My God, this thing better not come off.
I mean, I gotta give him credit, dude. For after 40 years of welding, I mean, he's pretty good.
That thing, that's burnt in there, right? Look at that. Jeez. Sizzling the paint off.
I mean, after I clean it up and paint it, I mean, it's gonna look like a solid piece.
Yeah.
You know?
But still, dude, he baked the paint off the other side. It's definitely melted in there. Heck yeah. Alrighty. Now we got the exhaust side. We're going to clean this thing up, and then we're going to take her to the water hose and wash her off. There we go. Got everything nice and clean, and all the surfaces cleaned up. These grease spots right here, I'm not really worried about, because like I said, I'm gonna spray it off the water hose, clean off the back, got that really good clean. Except the grease spots I'm not worried about because I'm spraying it off with a water hose. This right here, they'll be fine. Nothing's still in here except this. But I'll clean that up right there. And we're gonna need a fuel line because look at that. I'd run that. Would you guys run it? I'd run it. Run it. Nothing here really seals other than that. So I'm gonna clean that off, and then all this will come off in the water hose, or I'll clean it off with diesel or something. Look at that, the head gasket's still on her. Heck yeah. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna tilt her up. Oh! Now I'll clean the head surface off. Now let's rip this beloved little gasket off. Yeah, be off. Woo! Now you guys know what you do with these. Take them, you throw them. Let's clean this thing off. There we go. We're all cleaned up. All the rough surfaces are off the head. Now, I'm seeing a little bit of carbon buildup in these little valve seats right here. I'm not really liking that, so I'll probably pick that out, to be honest.
Oh!
And then, it's time for, I'll probably pressure wash this thing, honestly. See if I get a pressure washer and really get it clean. Then we can talk some business. But heck yeah, guys, this thing is prepped. Well, it's almost prepped. It's quarter of the way prepped. We are on our way to go get a pressure washer, guys. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a dang pressure washer, all right? These things are awesome, all right? I don't know if you guys ever heard of them or you guys ever seen them. They're kind of rare, but a freaking pressure washer, guys. You guys ready for this? I'm about to show you this pressure washer, and you guys are about to poop your pants, all right? This sucker is nice, let me tell you. Brand spanking new. It's got both tires on it. It is freaking awesome, all right? And Dan's back here. I don't know if you can see him. Is he back there? But he is brand spanking new. Dan is new, and he's got a bath, and he's feeling good today. But I'm gonna show you guys this pressure washer in a minute, and you guys are just gonna drop your jaw. You're gonna be watching this screen and just be like, wow. I'm telling you, this thing is awesome, all right? All right, you guys ready to see this thing? Are you guys ready, all right? Wait for it. Oh, both tires are on it. Golly bum, guys. Jesus. Woo, you ain't seen nothing like this before, have you? I had to zip tie this beloved piece of carpet on there because this little fitting right here is leaking. And when I was pressure washing those houses, when I was trying to start my own little pressure washing thing, it was leaking on me and everything. So you know what? I was like, ow! There she goes. Looky there, guys. Scalded beast. Well, it looks like we're down to one tire. That sucks. Oh! Yep. Sorry, guys. This thing's got one tire now. Crap. Hey, there's a valve stem. Chuck that sucker up in there. And we'll see here. Yeah, the bearing's still there. So it looks like there's just a little carter pin that goes in there. So we're gonna have to get a carter pin. And then tires look fine on it, so that'll be good. All right, so now I'm gonna take these bearings out. So this is the back of the head. So the back is going to go on the front. These bearings, I want to keep them in contact or in the same place they originally was. So it'll work. Right there.
Hey, I am 100% all right with this.
What?
They're over there loading boats, and we're over here working on heads. I like it. I am okay with that.
Getting some stuff done around here. go. So the bottom one starts at the front of the head. Nate's taking out the wiring harness, and then we're going to pressure wash her clean with this old beauty right here. Alrighty, look at that. This frame is almost done. So we got to do the insides. We have not done them at all. Got this done, all sanded down, all these spots. Some of those little spots I missed, but I'm gonna go back over it. Got these, got that, and I'm working all of it. There we go. I got all the frame sanded down, or at least the outside. Now all it needs done is the inside, and that's gonna take a little longer than, yeah, whatever. But, and the rear end's gonna take a long time too, but other than that, this thing's good. This really is just all surface rust, because this thing was sandblasted, but yeah, it's all surface rust. Anyway, while they're doing that, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna set this head on this beloved motor. All right, so we got the new head gasket, the block is prepped, and the head is prepped. I checked all the valves, made sure none of them was leaking. So we got some little stuff that helps it seal. The gasket, you know, tape or whatever. So you just take the stuff and weld it on there.
I ain't got it.
Well,
I don't think there's anybody better than you.
you don't think so?
Good.
Take it on there. Like Permatex. Alright, there's one side. Now I'm just going to lift it up like this and then do the other side. I'm gonna have to hold this with two hands to do it, because look how cool that is. I love how that looks. I really do. It's awesome, the box. Alrighty, we got her laid on, got the stuff. Everything looks good, nice and clean. All looks good, sexy. Now we're gonna put the head on somehow. There we go. She sat down flat on there. Looks good. It's all nice and clean. New football gasket.
Let me know whenever you're done editing so you don't get a copyright strike.
All right. But this thing looks great. Now we're gonna put the head bolts in, and when you put the head bolts in, you cannot forget these washers. Let me find them, and then we'll figure it out. Woo, guys, about made a mistake. Woo. That right there would have been kind of bad. Let's hope I can get it out of there without dropping it. Come on, Bessie, come on. Ah, thank God. Whew, that would have been bad. That would have been real bad. But like I said, guys, when you put these these head bolts in, make sure you get these washers and put them back on. They don't come with the head bolts. I have no idea why. So we got the head bolts in. We didn't torque them down. We just snugged them up a little bit. Dad is very particular about when a head gasket is being put on, which I don't doubt him, because he feels like if he don't do it himself, it's not gonna get done right, if that makes sense. I mean, there's no issues with that at all, because in my opinion, I would much rather him torque them down than me, because if that gasket doesn't set right, or it's not torqued down right, and it leaks, and it goes in the truck, whatever truck it's going into, and it leaks, then we're gonna take the head back off. So I'd rather just wait for Dad and it get done like 160% done right, than me doing it and me thinking I know how to do it. So that works for me. We got that done. The cab over went for its first trip. Well, it left today for its first trip. We finally got it done. That's all that happened today. Tomorrow, I'm gonna get Dad to torque the head down, and then we're gonna put the rockers, put all the cam caps and the cam inside, get everything tight and torqued to what it's supposed to be, and then seal it up. and then I'm gonna take it and pressure wash it, and then we're taking the oil pan off because oil pan gasket is leaking like crazy. So we're gonna put a new one of those on, and I'm pretty sure Timmy's gonna paint it. I think he wants to paint it a particular way. And that frame, we got like halfway done with it, and then Timmy was like, hey, I want a primer and paint that, which I agree with him, because like my brother Cody was saying, that he'd rather it be he would rather it be painted right and not have to worry about rusting at all than just throwing some rattle can on it and it chipping off later on and causing it to rust. So you paint it right the first time, you don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more expensive, but it makes sense now that it is pointed out to me. And that'll be that. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys on some more of my videos. If you guys are enjoying my videos, leave a comment or, you know, say something. I really enjoy making the videos, and like I said, hope you guys have a good one.